Kahalo Yahweh, Bahoshem, Yahweh Shai, Bahoshem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth and where I'm still learning this truth. And also Shalom to the remnant of Israel, all right? The elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number, all right? This video, again, okay? We're going to go over what the Lord told us to do, something that the Lord told us to warn you about, okay? Okay? Something that the Lord told us to warn you about. All right. You know what? Let's do this with the 1611. Okay. We're gonna use the 1611 King James. All right. We're gonna start in Ezekiel 3 and 17. All right. You probably beat me there. Not surprising. All right. This is Ezekiel 3. Ezekiel 3 and verse 17. All right. It reads, Son of man, all right, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. All right. So these things are only for the house of Israel. Okay. We were scattered. We were scattered amongst the whole world. Okay. And this truth is going out in the whole world to gather us back in. All right. To reconcile us to our Lord. All right. Reconcile. To bring back in. Okay. To bring back to. Back with. Okay. So how can you be brought back to something that you were never a part of? Okay. Anyway, again, Ezekiel 17, Son of Man. Excuse me, Ezekiel 3 and 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. Okay? So I need to look at something really quick. Okay? Hold on. So we already give you warnings. All right? From the Lord. All right? These are not things that we made up. Okay? These are warnings from the Lord. Hold on a minute. 33. All right, now this is Ezekiel 33 and verse 7. It reads, So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto thee, house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. All right? He tells us things over and over. So we are to give warning of these things that the Lord told us to give you warning of. All right? And we're going to go over one of these things. There are many that were told to Israel throughout all the scriptures. Okay, many. And many things were ignored. Many people did not take heed to what the Lord was telling them. Okay, we're going to go over one that's coming up. All right, this thing is already in the earth, but the prophecy has not happened yet. Okay, so now let's go to Romans 15:4. All right, Romans 15 verse 4. It reads, all right, so these things were you here when these things were written? All right, so these messages, man, all of these in here were written before our time. Okay, so all of them are for our learning. Okay, um, this is Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So we have to suffer all these things that are coming through. Okay, he gives us the reason why these things happen, because we fell away. Okay, so we have to suffer everything that is coming through these scriptures, but he gives us warning of these things. All right, he sets our ways to get us through these things through comfort, because we know that everything in here is faithful and true. And we can have comfort in knowing what is coming after, and that he is true, and that he is here for us. All right, and that he loves us. Okay, and the whole world wants to be in our position. Why wouldn't they? Why would they not? You got 2/3 of us in America, okay, who are people that the Lord loves, but they are acting like the ones whom the Lord hates, man. They're holding on and grasping on to the ones that the Lord hates. You are in the position that the whole world wants to be in. They're trying to trick you out of your spot, man. And they're going to succeed with, well, to a certain extent, they're going to succeed. You're going to join in the same punishment that they get as far as that fire. As far as that fire is coming to America, okay? Because this is the future site of the lake of fire, man. You are going to join in them with that, all right? You're going to partake in their judgment because you're holding on to their pocket that tightly, man. Okay? Um, all right, so now it does tell you that things happen over and over. All right, that's scriptural too. So let's go ahead and get that. Ecclesiastes 1:9. All right, Ecclesiastes 1:9. All right, it reads, "The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun," including disobedience, including people taking these words for nothing. All right, that's not a new thing either. That is not a new thing either, man. Okay, it's been done over and over again. All right, uh, everyone is in their lot. Okay, let's see what chapter 3 and verse 15 says. Ecclesiastes 3:15. Again, it says, "That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been. And God requireth that which is past. All right, so you have to pay for the things that you do. Everyone. Okay? Everyone. So don't think you're getting away with anything, man. The Lord requires all things. All right? So, now, let's get to Revelation. Let's get to this warning. Revelation 13. Hold on. All right, so Revelation. As a matter of fact, let's start with Revelation 1 and 3 again, all right? It reads, Blessed is he that readeth. All right, these things are written aforetime. You better read, okay? Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. All right, if I had my other little piece of technology here, I'd go into that word here. So Lord willing, the next time we do this, I will have it. All right, we can go into that word here. A lot of people take these things lightly. Reading, hearing, keeping these things. All right, the time being at hand. They'll tell you that it's been, one of the things I hear all the time was they've been saying that for a long time. They've been saying it's the last days for a long time. It's because it has been. It has been the last days for a long time. Pretty soon, y'all gonna end up appreciating that S on last days. Pretty soon it's going to be the last day. It's going to be a point where you know that it's too late. All right, and you're gonna wish that S was still there. Okay? It's about to get dark in this bitch, man. Real dark. Let's do 2 Timothy 2 and 15 for some other things that he told us to do. Okay? Let's get some action words, man. 2 Timothy 2 and 15. Study to show thyself approved unto God. Study. So we got read, hear, keep. Okay? Study. What else? A workman that needeth not to be ashamed. Workman. All right, so if you didn't hear those first few verbs, all right, be a workman. What does a workman do? Does a workman do nothing? Again, 2 Timothy 2 and 15 at the top. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. All right, so if you don't read and study, how are you going to know what's true and what isn't true? How are you not going to be taken by the enchantments of the devil? How are you not going to be caught into snares of the devil? Okay, how are you going to come out of a snare? All right, because none of us were perfect. We all had to come out of being caught up in gross darkness. Okay, only the Lord can do that for you, man. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to Revelation 13. All right, Revelation 13, verse 16. All right, this is something that the Lord told us to warn you about, whether you hear or forbear. And it is coming to a point, okay? Everything is being funneled into this point. You are going to see this thing and you're going to have to make a choice about it. There's no avoiding this. Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all. All right, so this thing is in the earth. But he, all right, the wicked, Esau, Edom, hasn't made it mandatory yet. But it will be made mandatory. In order to participate in society as you know it, and keep your status, keep your livelihood, in order to keep trying to please men, okay, and be a good person, you're going to have to come up against this thing and take it in order to keep proving to men that you're a good person. You should be worried about how the Lord sees you. Again, Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. No matter what your status is on this earth, okay, you are going to be faced with this thing. And at that point, you're going to see where the Lord has taken you as far as what decision you make. Did he make you to take this thing? Did he make you to avoid it? Are you of the Lord's? Are you in the dark about what this thing really is? Or do you know the truth of it? Okay? And even though you know the truth of it, are you going to accept it or not? All right? This is a line in the sand. Okay? This is how you pledge allegiance to this devil. All right? This thing is a digital all. All right? You are pledging allegiance to this man. You don't want to come out of his system. Okay? You don't want to be released of his grip. You want to keep following Pharaoh. You want to keep following Caesar. All right? You would rather stay in captivity than to suffer. Okay? So he's going to tempt you many different ways. If you are have not, he's going to tempt you with giving you the world. All right? Yahushua was tempted. Okay? What makes you think that you aren't going to be tempted? All right? He's going to tempt you with houses, cars, all right, clothing, food, water, probably. All right? He's going to tempt you with keeping your life. And in that, I'm not saying livelihood. I mean your actual life. All right? You're going to be faced with starvation. Okay? Dehydration. All right? And if you call yourself having status in this place, being a have instead of a have not in this place, he's going to tempt you too. He's going to give you more to heap upon yourself or among yourself. All right? You'll be able to raise that status a little bit like you've been striving to do this whole time. Getting more and more status amongst him and his other devils. All right? You want to be amongst that crowd. Okay? But guess what? He's also going to threaten to take away things. All right? Your cars, all your material possessions, your status, your job. Okay? You're going to go from working up in that high rise, okay, in that corner office with the windows, to working down in the mailroom in the basement of the building. Sweating your ass off, man. He's going to break you down, man. He's going to break you down, take things away from you, piece by piece. Okay, opposite of the one who is a have-not. He'll give you things little by little just to take this thing, man. He's going to come at you so many different ways. The same way they did that C-19 in the arm. They gave people, they gave people burgers, pizza, a slice, all right? They gave niggas weed, man. Weed, man. Man. Tickets to the lottery, scholarships, Probably even cars. I wouldn't doubt it in some places if they gave cars, man. They made rap songs to get you on board with taking that thing. Okay, in other countries, they got free trips to a brothel, man. All right, they'll probably give. You know what? This place is so damn wicked now, man. They paying for children to get surgeries and all that, but they'll probably give away free ones. As long as you take this C hip, they'll give you free sex changes, man. They got wickedness upon wickedness on deck if you do what they want you to do. All right. They got a lot of crumbs they're gonna throw you. Okay, and a lot of people gonna fall for it. Okay, this is verse 17, Revelation 13 and 17. It reads, "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." All right, the name of the beast and the number of his name are synonymous. It is this man, the wicked one, and his system. Okay, everything is funneling into his system. He's gaining the whole world, man. Everyone wants to please him, so they're doing these vile things that he wants them to do. Okay, pushing homosexuality, pushing kids having sex changes, man. It's everywhere. It's in the schools. It's everywhere, man, and not just in America. All these other countries are becoming Americanized. All right, other countries are changing their laws against vile things just to appease this man because he's tightening up them vice grips on everyone's nuts, man. Okay. All right. So let's go to Revelation 16 and Revelation chapter 16 and verse 2. All right, I'll read 1. It reads, "And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, Go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image." Man, I went and looked up gangrene the other day, man. Just search gangrene, go to images, and scroll. You end up taking this mark, all right? You bound to get something that looks like that on your hand, man. Grievous and noisome sores, man. And noisome and grievous sore fell upon the men which had the mark of the beast. You roll the dice of what this thing is going to turn is going to put on your body. Cancers, gangrene, ulcers, boils, all of that, man. Shit that seeps pus, man. You're going to be in a bad spot. Do not take this. There are no verses that say that you will be okay. But just like Revelation 16 and 2, you can go to Revelation 14, 9, and 10. Let's see. Is this going to say something better? Let's see. It reads, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God. Oh, we're not going down a good path right here, man. Again, verse 10 of Revelation 14. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. Have you found out what indignation is yet? For all you people who say the Lord is all love, what is indignation? And the wine of the wrath of God don't sound good either, man. What is wrath? Is a synonym of wrath love? Is a synonym of indignation love or peace? While you're looking that up, you can look up the word doom. Okay? Because if you take this thing, you are doomed. All right, again, Revelation 14 and 10. All right. The same, the ones who take this mark, all right, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone. I'm pretty sure tormented doesn't mean tickled. All right, how can somebody tickle you with fire and brimstone? All right. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay? So he's going to be there while all that is happening to you. All right? Man. Anyway, two examples of this mark. All right, you can look up Walletmore, Walletmor. All right, keep in mind how old those videos are. And keep in mind how fast technology is moving. Where is that technology going? All right, where is that type of technology going? Okay, it's going in your hand. It's going into a micro C hip. All right, and the Lord told you not to take this thing, man. All right, another example is Neuralink or Elon Musk's brain technology. And these are not the only two companies that are in the midst of manufacturing these things, man. There are going to be many. These are only two examples. Okay? Now look at where money is. That dollar is dying. Okay? The dollar is dead. It's on life support. Okay? We went from having plastic to now it's not just a piece of plastic. They put something in there for you to see. All right? They put a C hip in that credit card so you can see. In that debit card so you can see it. They're steadily programming you, man. Getting closer and closer to your hand. Okay? They got palm reading places for you to buy. All right? I remember the job I used to work at. They had you had a time uh, time clock, but it was a hand scanner, man. You have to put your right hand on there and it scans your hand. All right? These things are getting closer, man. All right? Stores getting more and more to that automated. Okay? Scans. All right? Fingerprint scanning. Okay? They're trying to get rid of money. The dollar is dying, I mean, right? In the name of convenience, you're going to put your medical data, all right, your banking data, your driver's license, your identification, all in this little thing for convenience. And guess what? Nobody can be able to steal it. That's another way. That's another way they're going to get you. Convenience, because you're so lazy. You don't want to reach in your back pocket and pull something out. All right? They'll probably destroy the rest of the dollar by saying, coming up with some other disease that's being transmitted through the dollar. All right? Many ways. There's so many ways that they're going to push this thing. And it is coming, all right? It is coming. Don't be so quick to skip over like ads on these YouTube channels or ads on whatever you're watching, okay? Listen to what's in there, man. They're speaking a lot in these videos about where this thing is headed, this society, okay? They're speaking a lot about it on these shows. Okay, I seen a thing the other day. I'm not gonna. I'll show it later, more than likely. All right, Lord willing. But on a popular show here in America, okay, they had people scanning their hands. This thing is coming. This thing is coming. All right, do not take the C-hip. The micro C-hip is what it is. All right, they're pushing it. They're making it look like it's the hip thing to do, the in thing, the cool thing. All right, they'll probably make it a black thing in a minute, since everybody likes to follow the wickedness of niggas now. They're going to use you probably to push this thing. They did it with the C-19 Maxine with that what was that song? Vax that thing up. All these late night shows. If you think they went hard pushing that thing, just wait. All right, this thing is coming. The Lord told us about this a long time ago. A long, long time ago. Way before people even thought of what could this be? What could it be? All right, it's here and it's in everyone's faces now. So much so that they're not even believing that it is what it is. Okay? But the Lord said, do not take this thing. And those were a couple examples of if you do take this thing. All right? Nothing good, man. All right? Wrath, the wrath of God, man. Indignation, noisome and grievous. All right? So do not take the micro C-hip. Do not take the charagma. Okay? So with that, call halal Yahweh, Bahoshem, Yahweh Shai, Bahoshem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth. And also shalom to the remnant of Israel. All right, the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number. All right, we'll see you in the next video, Lord willing. Shalom.